Hello, hello, AriTheGoddesss here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you, and may you allow the divine to guide you and bring you forth the true message, the true wisdom and understanding that you need in your life right now. Please always to remember to listen with discernment, to allow discernment within your mind and within the different perspectives of the message. Please be open for different perspectives. You don't always have to agree, of course not. But I just ask that you allow a different way of being guided, a different way of wisdom, And may it be a help to you. I'm guided to talking about like embracing your gifts, embracing who you are, because you are a vessel. We are vessels for the divine. And the gifts that we are given is for us to embrace and to come into alignment with them. Now, you may be going through this time where you are being guided to what your gifts really are. The true gifts, the true you, the unique you, what you like. And this may be the time where you probably in your life where you're going within and trying and getting the help of the divine to really figure out, what is you. And so, or you may know your gifts, and the divine is helping you to embrace those, and you're finding those gifts so that it can be a vessel. So you can be the vessel, be a vessel within this, life, within this journey. Please know, while you are figuring out these gifts, or as you are moving within these gifts, that you are divine, and we are allowed to make mistakes. And remember on the videos before, I was saying that there's really no right or wrong. I know for me, I'm gonna say this for me, I was very hesitant on even speaking because, I am not here. I want to lead people on the right path, not astray, and I know that it's easy to be convinced or influenced in another direction. And, I was so afraid of speaking something wrong. I was so afraid of, saying something where someone probably got offended, just really caring too, I'm not going to say just caring too much, but just really just wanting to be great at, what it is that I do, and not just be great. It's not even about that, but just doing it the right way. And that's why I was so hesitant. I was so fearful. Of even speaking for so long, because I'm gonna be honest. I tried this before. Remember I was telling you that I had a brand? Remember I was telling you about that I had a brand before, and I still have this brand, and I still love this brand. But I had to come to a realization about something with this brand. But remember I was telling you I had this brand, and this was around the time where I had been like maybe 2 years into the brand, maybe a year and a half, and I started going through these changes of this awakening, right? I started going through, well, it was happening before the brand, but I was kind of ignoring it. But it really had took a real big shift, like within it, right? And I didn't remember I was telling you, I didn't know which path to choose. Remember I was telling you about this fork road, the fork road, and what to really do, And I know that in the world, everything was trending. You need to have a brand. You need to start your own business. Money, money, money. I made this. Just this was going on. And I was doing well. I was doing well. I was doing what I knew at the time was well. Yes, I had my obstacles. I was really having a lot of obstacles even within the brand. But I was grateful to even have started. But I started, I was telling you about awakening. I started seeing things different. I started seeing people different. Things had just started to change for me. And it was instant. My vibration, it seemed as though it had declined, but it was rising at the same time. It's so weird. It was like I was becoming aware of the different vibrations that was going on, and I was seeing things and people for who they were. And it's not that that's the bad. You know what? I'm not going to say that that's who they were. I just think there was a time where it just so much was being presented to everyone that there were just so many vibrations going on. But I was able to see it. I don't want to make this too long about this story because I don't want to lose my insight on the embrace part. So yeah, I had this brand, but the divine had called me inwardly. We're going to kind of speed this up a little bit. But I'm going to take my time but I'm not going to go into too much detail. Okay. So anyway, the divine, was pointing me inward, and I was trying to go inward and do this brand at the same time. I remember having the brand, and I had created another page for it. And on I would, post, you know how you just post, loving things, basically what I was saying, what I say now, I was saying on my post. And for some reason, I'm going back and I'm like, why do I feel so condemned? Why do I feel so judged? Why do I feel like I'm not doing this right? Because exactly what I'm doing right now, I was doing on my other page, but this was the beginning of my awakening. And I just felt so condemned because this isn't something that you would do within the brand that I even had, within the brand that I even had. This is something that you wouldn't even been done, not like this in this way. I was talking about aligning into truth. Just maybe at the beginning, it was probably harder for me to communicate that, but I was definitely, speaking, in this same manner in some sense. And it just did not feel right with this. It didn't feel right with this brand. It just did not feel right speaking it. And maybe it was because I was at the beginning of it and still learning from myself and need to go through different steps and obstacles. But it just felt different. It just felt, this isn't something someone did in this type of and I'm not saying brand, it's what created the brand. So let's say, for instance, you make workout videos or whatever, and you're talking about aligning with God and aligning, you're just talking about being nice to people. You're just talking about, you're shifting yourself, so you want the people with you to shift. But I just think there was many various things that was going on within that time for me where I was first awakening, and I just need to probably put my feet in the water more, or people, they may have not just been ready for that. They probably wasn't used to that. And I felt so much, because there's energy is real. I felt so much of judgment for me changing. I was changing, I was evolving, and I just wanted that to relay on others. Now, and I was talking about fear and illusions and all that. I was really speaking this before, but it was just, I still think about that. And, the divine continues just to, bring me to a balanced place about that. But yeah, I was scared to embrace it then, right? But I still was doing it. And I wanna stay in alignment with this. I was scared to embrace it, right? I was. But I still was doing it. But after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what the divine has for me. I'm gonna just go within. Something isn't right in this time, in this moment in my life, and it's something not right within this world that's going on right now. I'm gonna go within. And it was remember I was telling in the video before, it was challenging for me to pick which road, because I was going through obstacles in my life, financial obstacles, all type of things that was going on in my life, and far as finances, I know I needed it. I'm like, this is my brand. This is what I love. I love this. But the divine was wanting to show me to go to another path. First of all, you can't love this brand more than yourself. That was one. Second of all, I see what you're doing with wanting to be love and guide people to the heart. But you're in the beginning and they're not ready. You have to go through this process first so that they can see it can be seen. You have to go within first, heal this stuff first, so that you can be a walking vessel, so you can be that vessel, so it can be seen, so you can embrace it. Because right now you're still in fear doing it. Right now you still have the ego with doing it. Right now you still are letting judgment and opinions of others and of yourself move your energy. No, we need you purer than that. I need you purer than that. I need you to really go within this and really do move the energy that needs to be moved. I really need you to go within and heal that energy that is necessary, so that we can really be that vessel, so we can really embrace that vessel in a divine, sensual way, so your real talent can be enchanted, so you can really heal. We want to support you on this healing. We want to take you through depths so you can know where the truth resides, so you can be that truth, so you can speak that truth in a fire and a passionate way. See, I was in fear trying to speak it within my other brand. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm so grateful that the divine had took me within. Healed those old wounds. Help me to heal those old wounds. Help me to move energy. Help me to meditate. Help me to set my intentions. Help me to get still. Help me to move. Help me to be guided. I was able to be guided. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I would never, in the middle of it, I was like, because I always heard stories when, not always, but you would hear people who got, through their awakening. Because like I said, this one, we go through many awakenings, but this one was really tough. And I remember being in the middle of, I'm like, I'm not going to be one of those people and be like, that was so worth it. I look back on that now and it was so worth it. I'm like, nah, this is, like, because I was really just, oh my goodness. But I kept going. And that's something that you may need to do. You may need to keep going. And I wasn't really trying to make this a storytelling time, but maybe you need to hear those different, maybe you need to hear this, because maybe this is something you are did, and you may have felt guilty of it, or you may feel guilty of it now, and this may need to resonate with you. That you're not selfish to go within right now, brand or not. The divine doesn't want you to love that brand more than yourself. And then also on top of that, the divine had to sit me still, let me go within, heal those old wounds, help me to love myself, so I can also do this with passion, so I can have this brand with passion. This isn't the brand that I'm even talking about. This is something else. This channel isn't the brand that I'm even talking about. That brand is still in the works, but I'm not. The only difference is I'm actually speaking on here now. I'm actually speaking with compassion on here now. I am really speaking with love, confidence. And that's what the divine is probably wanting you to go, leading you to go, is all these brands that's being created, you can't do it just for money. It's not just about the money. There's people's hearts that is within this. There's people's minds and souls that are changing and shifting. And if you know anything what I'm talking about, you know the shift that took place not too long ago, a couple years ago. You know this place that I'm talking about. You know this shift. And so the divine, of course, the divine is happy that we thought of brands, branding and money. But the divine wanted to get me still, or the divine is trying to get you still, so that you can be guided, so that you can have the true foundation. Because remember I was telling you that this isn't that old traditional way anymore, where we just build off of ego and we be in competition and we see who do this and we just build. It's different. This is different. Remember I was telling you old earth, new earth. So if it's old earth, new earth, it's old mindset, new mindset, the true mindset, the real mindset, the mindset that is going to get us farther, the mindset that's going to have us walking around here guiltless and at peace. See, with that old mindset, walking around with the ego, who I can compete with, who I can have the best building with, or this and that it's not that it's a right or wrong path. I'm not saying that, but it's, how do you think, what is going on inside? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it there. Divine is wanting this to be done in a truer way. What is your heart like with this brand? What is your inner you like with this brand? How are you speaking to people? And I'm not saying that you're not right inside, because we're all on different levels. We're all growing. We're all having different perspectives, but that's the beauty of it. That's the more important reason for us to act out of love and have that foundation, love as the foundation, so that we can see this stuff in different perspectives, not judge, not condemn, not compete, not be against each other, but see it in a different perspective and move. The money can still move. The love can still move, but it's just been done. It's being done in a different way. So I believe if you in this situation, if you here right now, this is a beautiful time for you, and don't you give up, please, because this is a beautiful thing. Some people don't get this path first. They get the materials first, and then all alone realize that they had to go within, that what was within, that they was just externally wanting these things only because deep within it wasn't within them. If you're on this path, honor it, because the divine is trying to show you how to love yourself, so you can be that vessel, embrace these gifts that the divine will give you, your true gifts, so you can be the vessel for the divine, so you can work with the divine, so you and the divine can be a whole, and you can be this vessel walking this earth peacefully, lovingly, kindly, truthfully. And all that money and all that material stuff will reflect. But you're going to be so embodied in you, that material stuff not going to even matter. That the money, yes, okay, we get it. I'm not even trying to sit here and act like money. To be honest, we going to leave that where it is. But I hope you see what I'm talking about right now. So I was trying to place my heart in something that wasn't ready yet. I was trying to place my heart in something that wouldn't even allow it. The atmosphere wouldn't even allow it. The brand, the way that what was going on in the world at that time, it wasn't time for that. I do believe that the divine has set many others still, and the world continue to shift, and people are maybe ready now, but it's just different. There's a difference between now and then and now. And I'm just grateful for it. I told you that story just to tell you that I'm grateful for it. And I just hope that makes sense for someone. You know, I just hope that makes sense for someone. I haven't even pulled a card. I do plan on inserting a video within this message. So please, I may insert it like
you'll ever
now.
be queen?
No, I don't. No.
Why do you think that?
I'd like to be a queen of people's hearts, in people's hearts. But I don't see myself being queen of this country. I don't think many people would want me to be queen. Actually, when I say many people, I mean the establishment that I'm married into. Because they've decided that I'm a non-starter.
Why do you think they've decided that?
Because I do things differently. Because I don't go by a rule book. Because I lead from the heart, not the head. And albeit that's got me into trouble in my work, I understand that. But someone's got to go out there and love people and show it.
And do you think that because of the way you behave, that's precluded you effectively from becoming queen?
Yes, well, not precluded me, I wouldn't say that. I just don't think I have as many supporters in that environment than I did. Yeah.
You mean within the royal household?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They see me as a threat of some kind. And I'm here to do good. I'm not a destructive person.
Why do they see you as a threat?
I think every strong woman in history has had to walk down a similar path. And I think it's the strength that causes the confusion and the fear. Why is she strong? Where does she get it from? Where is she taking it? Where is she going to use it? Why do the public still support her? When I say public, you go in and do an engagement and there's a great many people there.
Princess Diana, I love this video. I love her. I first of all, of course, I can love her and not know her because we're just walking with love. The energy is love regardless. But I've always been fascinated just by her, you know, her and her presence, her and her story, her and her, not the messy story. I didn't care anything about that. It was just, you can tell a person that's really doing something from the heart. You can hear it in her voice. You can see it in her eyes. You can hear it and you can see it in her eyes. And that I've always been attracted to that. I remember becoming attracted to that about 3 or 4 years ago. I remember hearing about her when I was small, but I remember really coming attracted to her. Someone just told me, something pointed me to her. I was in the bookstore. I was in Barnes and Noble, and I got pointed to I was guided to a magazine, and I just, every now and then I would go and just look up some just different stuff. And this video, I posted this video when I told you I was doing this brand, and I was trying to get people to see why because I felt really misunderstood, you know, because I wasn't doing things the way others did with this brand or who I was, you know. I wasn't doing things like other people, and it was because I wasn't trying to do it out of competition. I wasn't trying to do it. I wasn't trying to do anything out of competition or comparing, or I wasn't doing that. I really was acting from the heart. But when I saw everyone that was doing that, when I actually saw the truth, I'm like, wow, you know, when I actually just saw what was going on, because everyone wasn't acting out of that. But what I saw in this time, in my moment as I was awakening, it was just mind-blowing to me. But it was just a different time. Things were shifting. Money was being talked about more. So, of course, people, you know, when certain energy moves anyway with that. But, but yes, yes, I'm going to insert that video. I'm going to pull a card because I have not pulled the card. So, let's see. I'm going to pull a card. It says, right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. Right now. That's beautiful. That's going right with this message. please know that right now is a beautiful time for you. You know, because you're going within and you're following the guidance that the divine is giving you, and you're trusting and you're allowing, and you know, you're being in the present. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful time for you right now. And embrace it, because the divine is trying to show you something right now. The divine is trying to show you your true gifts, the trueness of you, your uniqueness, the things that you wrote off as a child, the things that you thought was weird as a child, the things that others thought was weird as a child. The divine may be bringing that back to you. The divine may be showing you habits and old ways of thinking, and you know how this created out in the real world to events and people, and how it material. I'm gonna say the old habits and the things that you may have been thinking may have materialized into the real world as events, places, or people. And the divine is wanting you to show you that because of what you was thinking, because of the habits you had, that is why these situations was happening within your life. And the divine is trying to sit you down and show you this. This is a beautiful time, but please believe in this now. Please believe in this right now, and trust that nothing more will come that can be handled in each moment. So if you're worrying about the past, maybe you've done exactly what I've done. Maybe the divine has set you down. Maybe you was about to start something. Maybe you are about to start something. Please trust in the now. What is the divine telling you right now? Please trust your intuition. Intuition is the messenger of your destiny. Please follow it. Intuition is the messenger of your destiny. Please follow it. And allow this healing, because you are supported. You're supported on this path of healing, because you're getting into the depths of who you are, or where the truth resides. So can you allow this? Can you allow this right now? Can you be in the present moment right now? Because let me tell you something. Remember I was talking about yesterday, family. I'm not sure if that was just, yes it was. I was telling you about breaking generational curses. Because there may just be, listen, we're on this individual journey, but we also have to realize that if energy is real and we have family, that's a whole nother topic. But you gotta know that by us growing, we're healing our family line. We're healing our family lines by we growing within. Remember I was telling you, as we grow, the world grow. As we grow, others around you grow. As we vibrate on a higher level, people rise up too. That's the same with your family, because there may have been family secrets that you had nothing about that you're discovering. And I'm not just saying bad secrets. I'm just saying like the family line. Your family line may have had just different rituals and practices and stuff that helped them grow, but somewhere down the line, things just probably got out of alignment. Someone probably had got out of alignment, and maybe this is your time. Maybe you were put here to put your family back on alignment. Wow. Maybe your family, and I know we be hearing about this royal stuff, and I don't mind that, but I don't want to take you from really who you are. Okay, we are royal. We all are. We all are, divine. I'm going to say that. Okay, so I'm going to say it like this. Maybe your family had got taken, didn't believe in their divinity anymore. And maybe they stopped doing those rituals, those practices, listening to their intuition, meditating and all that. Maybe they had stopped doing that before, right? And maybe you were called here, guided here, to go and reveal those secrets, to go and find out what those secrets was, and to treasure them, and to bring them back to life, right? To find out what is true, what is within you, what makes you you. And as you go and find that, you're learning to vibrate on a higher level. and healing your family line. It's a hidden treasure. It's a hidden treasure. Because you know how they talk about the black sheep? Not the black sheep. Yes, the black sheep. And how it's just this, the odd one. It's because maybe it's a pattern that's going on within the family that may not be in alignment with who this family even is. And the divine may be leading you within this time to go within, so that you can start this, so that you can heal that line, heal that, find the secrets, find what's going on, and be that vessel. And embrace those gifts so that you can get your family back in alignment. I'm not just talking about this physical family. I'm talking it's ancestors, it's past life, it's a number of things. It has absolutely nothing to do with just the family that is physically here. So right now, allow this time and trust your intuition. I'm gonna pull another card. Grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. So right now at this time, grounding is important. Grounding is important. Grounding yourself. Grounding yourself. Having the courage right now to ground yourself. Having the courage right now to go within. Having the courage right now to set your intention before meditation and to meditate and ground and be at peace and love yourself and evolve in the way that is meant for you. You having to get grounded. Divine is wanting you to be grounded, still creating a time and a moment and an intimate time with the divine. Divine is wanting you to be grounded right now, because of within this, you're creating, like I said, the intimacy, the true. You're setting out. The divine is guiding you towards your foundation. What is true to you? What is true? What do you love? What do you like? What is meant for you to do and to be? And like I was saying, I want to say this as well. It's not always what we have to do. Right here it says, it even said, and then the regular is, it has quotations around it. It says, many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Just being you. Just you don't have to go out and just build this big old brand and be the multi-million. If that's not what you want to do, you don't have to. If that's not what the divine is guiding you to do, you don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. So please don't feel left out in this time or ever. Groundiness is beautiful. It brings forth a sense of peace and joy. And don't think that this is selfish either, as you're growing within and going within and trying to find that peace within you. Because as you go higher, as you grow higher, please believe others around you are growing higher as well, because you're going to ignite something. And when people see you at peace and wanting to grow higher and that you're growing higher, they're going to want to find that as well. You're vibrating higher, on higher levels. And that energy is traveling. When you're able to do good for yourself, you're able to do good for others as well. Yeah, there's going to be people on different levels, but we're not here to worry about them. We're here to become aware of who we are, love ourselves, come one with the divine, be true to who we are, stand in that, and walk that each and every day. Be that each and every day. So ground yourself. Let go. Have the courage to do this. Invite the help. If you need help, invite it. Invite the help from the divine. Individuality on the bottom of the deck, it says every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. You are worthy of this. You're worthy of this time. You deserve this time. I hope I'm making sense. I really do. I hope that I am making sense to you all. Allow this time right now to be grounded. Allowing on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to split the deck. It says allowing, and it says self-love. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. Self-love. Self-love. This is self-love. It's going within and figuring out what is separating you from that vulnerable child. What is keeping you from loving that inner child? What was the last thing you spoken to this inner child? Do you even know that this inner child exists? Do you even know that this inner child is vulnerable? Do you even know that this inner child may feel abandoned? And the divine is guiding you within so you can see these things for yourself. So you can have the answers so that you can see these things for yourself. So you can ask the questions on how you can heal it and do better. Well, do what is needed. So that you can get the answers for it on how to do it. And remember, that's what these videos, I believe these videos are aligning just the way that it needs to. And remember, the divine is probably just trying to take you back to what that child loved. Dancing, singing, jumping off stuff. Please be careful. Jumping off stuff. Walking, swimming, boxing. Self-love. It's finding what makes you happy. It's going within and talking to that inner, figuring out what this inner child has been feeling. And to really take care of this. Self-love. Self-love isn't just a physical thing. It's inwardly. Remember, I was telling you that a lot of things are going to be the same things that are pointing you outwardly is what we should be doing inwardly. Now, maybe, hold on. So let's say, okay, so maybe whatever the inwardly we like. So if the divine points you inwardly and you see the vision to whatever it is to do, okay, so that's the outwardly effect. But if you do the outwardly effect without knowing the inwardly, what is true inwardly, you're going to continue to do the outwardly thinking that's what's need to be done inwardly. I hope that makes that's solving what is needed to be solved inwardly. I hope that's making sense. So it's about going in first so that you can allow what is true. Because maybe you don't even like to get your nails or toes done, but you may see that other people are making this a self-love thing for them. For self-love. And that may be for them. But I'm just wanting you to know and wanting you to not get confused. I'm just trying to be that bridge right there. Right before you do it, I'm trying to show you, wait, is this true to you? Have you went inwardly first? Have you figured out what it is that you need to do? And to guide you towards what's true to you. Because that may be truth for them. But is it true to you? And I don't want you to get them confused that is what you're supposed to do as well. You might not even like getting your toes or nails done. You may want to put your toes and nails in mud. And I try to be I have this sense of humor, so I'm not gonna say forgive me, but it is important that, you know, I get this out as well, because it's a part of me. It's part of my personality. And that is something I would do. I would put my toes and feet in mud, you know, because that's something I like doing. I like to be in nature anyway. I love, you know, I just love that. Being wild. I have a wild thing. I love that. I love that. So maybe you love that too, you know. Oh, outrageous openness just flew out. And I read this card yesterday. I'm going to read it again. It says, Dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed and I am open to it. Beautiful. Release from the attachments. Whatever you keep thinking that is meant for you to do outwardly, go within. And be open to what is true to you. True to you. What is the divine showing you that is true for you? And be open to receive it. Please, be open to receive this. I'm going to pull another card. It says trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. Please trust the divine in this time. The divine is leading you to where you need, exactly where you are supposed to be aligned to. The divine is aligning you exactly what is meant for you. Your truth, what you love, what you like. So you can embrace this with full confidence. So that you can embrace this with a full foundation of true love. So that you can embrace this and be the vessel that is meant to be, that you are meant to be. So that you can stand in it with truth, with love, with the divine, whole with the divine. So please trust the divine right now. Please. Because if there's obstacles that may be going on in your life, the divine is getting you through those as well, getting you through this time right now as well, so that you can be able to handle them in the way that is true as you grow and as you evolve. Because you're not going to handle them the same way. When these obstacles try to continue to come up, you're growing more so that you can get them out of the way. Get these obstacles out of the way. And so that you can you're gaining different perspectives, different ways of thinking on it. The divine doesn't want you to stay stuck in your ways on these obstacles, because you may be going through obstacles, wonder why these obstacles may continue to occur. And of course, there's some things within that we have to do, and it's maybe the ways of thinking that you may be thinking as well. So the divine is wanting you to trust that through trusting the divine, you'll know exactly how to handle them as you grow. And even when the doubts and fears come up, that's not even you anymore. You're being liberated from that. You're being liberated from those doubts and fears. So please believe that's not even you no more. That is what the divine is wanting you to get out of you. That's why the divine is wanting you to trust the divine. Trust your intuition. What is the divine showing you? Trust that. Please trust that. I really hope that this message resonated with you. Please be open. Please be open to receive what the divine has right for you. Please know that right now is the time to be present, to allow the divine to detach, to grow within, to be the very best, so that you can be in alignment, so that you can be who the divine is preparing you to be. Please stay grounded in this time and be just open and trust the divine. Divine is showing you who you are so that you can embrace this. And I ask that you will allow it. I thank you so much for listening. May this message resonate with you. Sending you love and light. May you get it through the wind.